everyone, this is the mind of Lilith, and welcome to another open mind intuitive tarot message for the month of April 2025. This reading was supposed to be posted yesterday, but after I started recording, I started to lose energy, and when I got to Capricorn, my energy was completely gone, and so I'm re-recording this again from the very top. We'll see what Spirit has to say for you guys for the month of April 2025, starting from Aries to Pisces. Spirit guides, what is going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025? How will the planetary transits affect Aries for the month of April 2025? Influences, attachments, third parties, peers. Okay, are other people affecting or influencing your relationship? Third parties, in-laws, siblings. Influences, fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. Some of you guys, well, Neptune is currently in Aries, so it's making a conjunction with your sun sign, especially if you're an early decan Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. You could be fantasizing about someone who's already married or in a relationship with someone who's already married. Let me see. Spirit guys, what else is going on with Aries? Yeah, this is a third party relationship that, I think you're doing this because it feels good. This may not be a morally right thing to do, but this person is the man or woman of your dreams, I guess. So you guys may be tempted to start a third party relationship, or you're currently in one, and there's something about this is not above board. With the fantasy being here, something about a secretive or elusive Neptunian, a secret affair, a secret relationship under the cloak of deception. Spirit guides, what's happening for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025? This could be you as a third party, or other people are interfering in your relationship. Queen of Wands, your card. Page of Wands. Yeah, this is a very intense, passionate connection that's based on lust and I would say lust. I'm not going to say love yet. The cups aren't here. It's a lust-filled relationship or a fantasy. Somebody's a queen and somebody's a page. So the page is someone who's already committed to another person, and therefore they can only give you crumbs. They can only spend a couple of hours with you a week, or there's something about this is not above board or secretive. You're the queen, this person's the page. But you're seeing this as something that's more than what it is. This is self-deception. The person is a page of fire with you because they're the king of wands for somebody else. Clarify the queen of wands and the page of wands. Queen of fire and the page of fire. Please clarify. The queen of fire and the page of fire. This could be a new relationship. The hermit reversed. Clarify the queen of fire and the page of fire. The cards were reversed. Queen of fire and the page of fire for the Five of Cups. Yeah, there's something about this is not right. This is a third party relationship, so they can only give you like crumbs. This is a breadcrumbing card. You're attracted to them. This person is the man or woman of your dreams, otherwise you wouldn't be going through this. But at the same time, they're a fantasy. This is not a relationship that you would have gotten involved in I don't want to say you were desperate. You may have been a little bit desperate, a little frustrated with the dating scene, like a rebound situation. Got caught up in. This person is very Neptunian. They could be a Pisces or Sagittarius or Jupiter person. Pisces. You guys could have Venus, Neptune aspects in your synastry chart. This person knows how to use their mouthpiece to get what they want. They know how to speak to you a certain way to make you feel like this is something you should be getting involved in. And there's already natural chemistry between you guys, so it's not hard to convince you to do this. But this is not a relationship that at this point is going anywhere. They're already with somebody else. They're already with a wife. They have a family. Or they're with a husband. But the Queen of Wands is a mistress. So you could be a mistress for someone who's like a fantasy, who's selling you a dream. Aries, well, good luck with that. That's for the month of April 2025 for Aries. Now let's start with the sign of Taurus. We have Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of We're in this world. Oh my goodness. So when I did this reading earlier yesterday, the same song popped in my head. We're in this world together. We got the kind of love to last forever. What was the message? It was about some sort of commitment or like working things out. I don't know. That song came out again. Really, Taurus? We're in this world together. I forgot who sang that song. What group from the 70s? It's not Made Ingredient. It's hard for me to access my memory when I'm channeling, and I just noticed that. Not even just, but I just realized that. What's happening for Taurus in the month of April 2025? We're in this world together. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. Loyalty, yeah. Broken loyalty. There something fell apart, but I feel like you're gonna put the pieces back together. You see this, the glass is broken, but it's still intact. The mirror is still intact. It's not missing pieces. Somebody's loyalty was broken, and they're working things out. Shattered, heartbroken, destroyed, trusting, reliability, and believing. If there's one thing a Taurus will do, they'll stick it out to the end. Taurians are extremely loyal. Doesn't mean they're faithful, but they're very, very loyal. We got the kind of love that lasts forever. The same song, Taurus? We're in this world together. Me and you against the world kind of energy. Spirit guides, what's happening with Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of Page of Fire? The Empress, did this come out before? Ace of Swords. King of Earth, this is you. Empress and the King of Earth. Yeah, you're not going nowhere. You're not going anywhere. Justice, you're not going anywhere. This is like a reconciliation. Setting aside differences. Renewing your vows. After some sort of separation or like betrayal, you're getting back on your, it's not on your grind, but you've worked on yourself independently of this relationship, and I guess this person's coming back to offer you something. You've lost yourself in this relationship. The person cheated on you because you weren't the person they married. You went back to the drawing board and you focused on yourself. You healed. Now this person's coming back. Justice card to offer you an olive branch to renew your vows, to recommit to this. We got 2 Taurus cards here. Y'all not going anywhere. And Justice. The 7th house, Libra. This is marriage, legal contracts, making their things fair, harmony, balance, reconciliation, diplomacy. This is what's happening. So it's like you guys broke up because of a betrayal, but you're loyal to this person and they're loyal to you too. They may not be faithful, but they're loyal. So whoever they cheated with or stepped out with, they weren't going to choose them over you. They weren't going to break up their family. You left because they violated, and you stepped into your Empress energy with Justice here, too. A lot of Venus here. This could be a third party situation, definitely. They stepped out. You left. You found yourself. You're healing your mind, your body, your spirit. This person comes back to reconcile with you. They don't want to bring up their family. That's essentially what happened, Taurus. So this is really interesting that the message came out twice. You're going back to an ex. Not even an ex, someone you separated from. This was not a divorce. This was a long-term separation, living in different homes. Somebody did cheat. But the King of Earth is Taurus, Empress is Taurus, very loyal energy. You're loyal to each other. It's like, but somebody cheated, that's all. Not that's all, but the trust was broken. And it could have been an emotional affair. And Taurus was like, nah, I'm out. Now you're going to have some sort of honest communication about what's going on. This is opening the door to communication after a period of ghosting. Like you didn't speak to them for a while. They didn't speak to you. They didn't speak to you. This is the Hierophant. You're recommitting to each other. Renewing your vows, something like that. There's a reconciliation here. Okay, Taurus? All right, Taurus. Good luck with that. Congratulations. Now into the sign of Gemini. I'm hearing, whose drawers are these? You know I wear a size 4. I keep moving on. Maya song. Whose drawers are these? You know I wear a size 4. And you say that you've been faithful. Who was at your back door? You ain't got no money. Okay, sorry. Gemini. I keep moving on. Okay. On. Okay, Spirit guys, what's happening for Taurus, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025? And Maya is a Libra, I believe. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, please. Not Taurus, Gemini. What's happening for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025? I'm distracted. This is distracting. Someone's distracted. Or they got distracted. Lusting, forbidden, non-committal sexual energy. Yeah. Someone's cheating, shocking, turmoil, trouble, unexpected, a Tower card, forbidden, non-committal sexual energy. Somebody finds out that their partner is having an affair. Or they're a third party in a situation. Finding underwear, finding evidence of infidelity. Somebody's saying, how are you broke and cheating? You should be focusing on your money. How do you have time to cheat when you don't have any money? So you don't have any money for us to go out on dates, but you're spending money on this other person. Somebody's dealing with, like, I don't know, a person who's not as successful as they are, or not as financially secure or stable as they are, and they, like, how you still have time to cheat if you ain't got no money? You should be looking for a job. Gemini. Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025. I keep moving on. Messenger of air. This is the Knight of Swords. Temptation, yeah. 7 of Wands, yeah. 5 of Cups, the King of Cups, the 8 of Swords. A lot of stuff going on here. 10 of Swords, the World card, 3 of Pentacles, Justice. Judgment call. Well, this is over. The 10 of Swords and the World card is done. And you're going to be rebuilding your life. 5 of Cups. This is not something you wanted. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces person. You are coming up here, Sagittarius. I'm sorry, the devil is here. Temptation. Yeah, this situation is donezo. Somebody cheated on you. You cheated on somebody. And now you're moving on from this relationship this month. Because this person, like, you have 3 pentacles. Or they have 3 pentacles. Somebody doesn't have a lot of resources, but they have time to cheat. That doesn't make any sense. Somebody's like, you need to get a damn job. Something like that. 11, 20, 33 plus 15 is 48. 12. That's the 3. The Empress. Someone is in their Empress energy. You're self-sufficient. This person has a lot of emotions, feelings. They give you feelings. But they don't have much else to offer with 3 pentacles. How do you have time to cheat and do all this stuff, but you're broke? That makes no sense. The 10 of Swords, the World, and the Justice card. This is a divorce or breakup. Someone lied about not having enough money or not having any money, or they're spending money on other people while not contributing to the relationship financially. You're too broke to pay bills over here, but you're whining and dining other women. In some extreme cases, somebody could be using your money to take care of other women or men. 3 pentacles here. That don't match with the Empress. There's a financial imbalance. This person came in and offered you emotions and nothing else. They were really romantic and really empathetic or empathic or very sweet. Love bombing energy, but they're broke. That's why they were so nice. They needed you to take care of them, something like that, or overlook their financial constraints. This is 18, 9 of Swords. This is over with. They betrayed you. Collective. Yeah, sorry about that, Gemini. So you could be breaking up with somebody that you were dating, and this person did not have a lot of resources, and they're cheating. So that's why you're offended. How are you broke and cheating? Like, you should be looking for a job. What are you doing? But you have time to cheat because you're broke or you're not working. Something like that. That's crazy. Or Gemini, you could be cheating on your person because they're broke. All right, Spirit guys, what's going on with Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025? I'm a born sinner. A born sinner. Some sort of sin. Sin, temptation. Regrets about past mistakes. We'll see. What's going on with Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025? Commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. Please don't let it be another third-party relationship. Sinning outside of marriage. Running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. So running from some sort of commitment. Somebody's running away from their commitment to sin with you. Ghosting, disappearing, invisible. How are you going to do that while you're married? Either you're being ghosted in your marriage, or someone's ghosting their wife or husband to be with you. Running from commitment. Commitment, running. What's going on with Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025? Spirit guides, thank you for your support. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. We got 4 of Wands, High Priestess, secret relationship potentially. Ace of Swords, Chariot, your card. All these want to come out. The Page of Water. We got, why am I feeling nauseous all of a sudden? Tower. Nine of Wands. Four of Cups. Three of Cups. The Star card, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Transformation card. Seven of Cups. So we have three nines here. Two nines here. Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Wands. And Transformation. Let me get centered. Why did I get distracted? I was here, but then I got pulled out. Someone had committed to a person. They were committed to doing something, and they're being yanked from that. The Death card is here, Transformation. The Tower card is here. Nine of Wands. I'm feeling nauseous. Nine of Pentacles. Hopefully you're not pregnant, Cancer, and someone's ghosting you after getting you pregnant. Jupiter is in Cancer, is entering Cancer this year. So you're very fertile over the next 12 months, Cancer. But the High Priestess and the Chariot, the High Priestess, there's some sort of secret affair, something happening. This looks like two different timelines or two different stories. It's a very complicated situation. Multiple major arcana, the Tower, the Chariot, the High Priestess, the Transformation card, the Star card. Like you're healing from something. It's like you're hiding away. Are you planning some sort of escape to get out of a situation? I'm feeling dizzy and nauseous. Feeling dizzy and nauseous. Cancer does rule the stomach. You guys are feeling, I don't know, anxious or excited about something. This is a lot going on. What's happening? A lot of things happening behind the scenes. Making an escape, a secret escape. Someone's locked up in a tower. Okay, here's what's happening. I get it now. Thank you, Spirit. So, you guys have felt imprisoned, either literally or figuratively. Your physical body felt imprisoned, or your mind or your emotions felt imprisoned. Okay? And so you were kind of locked away at home in isolation or in seclusion, in like some sort of ivory tower, either a mental ivory tower or actual physical tower where you were not accessible to other people. While you were hiding away, you were going through some sort of transformation. You've learned to love yourself. You've learned to, you were healing from some old situations, and now you have the strength to fight and move on or move forward. I'm thinking about Whitney Williams for some reason. Like that whole period where she was, locked up in that facility. And I think she was able to heal, and now she wants to fight for her freedom. Before, she wasn't fighting as much because she was still reeling from her divorce, but now like she's healed from that situation and she wants to get out and start her life over. Kind of like what's happening here. You've been alone or isolated for a long period of time, and you were healing. And while you were healing, you, I guess, were walled off or secluded from people. Now that you're done healing, you're ready, you've transformed, you're ready to reemerge and start your life over again, reconnecting with people. But there could be some confusion about how to do this, or there could be some confusion about how to do this. Like, how do I get out of here? Yeah. So, okay. You went through some experiences that were very traumatic, and you, again, secluded yourself to heal from this trauma. I guess the place where you've secluded yourself has become a prison. Your life has fallen apart on the outside, like Wendy Williams, that kind of thing, where she was so devastated about her divorce, her alcoholism got worse, and her life got destroyed because of the self-wallowing situation. So you may have neglected your body, your finances, your life in general to heal or lick your wounds, Cancer. And now you're trying to break free from that self-imposed prison. The prison of shame or guilt or regret or remorse, anger, bitterness, self-doubt, insecurity. You've healed from that with the Star card. The Star card, the High Priestess, the Chariot. You've healed from that and you've transformed. Now you're ready to break free, but now you're like, how do I start over? It's like somebody who gained like 200 pounds. How do I start to lose weight? I want to get back on a dating scene. So they gained 200 pounds because they were eating cakes and junk food to like self-medicate. And they let their body fall apart. They destroy their body. They destroy their finances. Like, how do I rebuild after self-destructing like this? That's the next plan of action. And you're going to be successful. The Star card and the Chariot card, you're going to be successful. But you're trying to figure out how to do this. That's what's going on this month. Aries is in your 10th house of career and social status. So you are really, really feeling like activated, motivated, inspired. Spring is here. We have 13 plus 16 is 29. 31 plus 17 is 48. 4 plus 8 is 12. That's 3. The Empress energy is here. You're stepping into your purpose, your power. And you're now rebuilding your life after you self-destructed, Cancer. You're rebuilding your life, your body, your mind. You're getting back on your grind. You're getting back to yourself. You've healed. And now you're trying to figure out, how do I put the pieces back together? I'm going to put it back together. But now it's like this month is about planning. 4 and the 3 of Cups. It's about planning. How am I going to do this? 9 of Wands is here too. So at 2 4s representing stability and structure, consistency, a foundation. You're trying to rebuild the foundation of your life that you let collapse while you were wallowing in self-pity and self-destructive behavior. So you could have ruined your body, your career, your relationships, your life, dealing with whatever fallout of an old relationship that is over with. And this could happen for years. You could have been in this space for a couple years, 2, 3, 4 years, maybe more. And now it's like you look around like, damn, I'm 200 pounds heavier. I've lost my money. I don't have this. I don't have that. I got to get back together. I got to get it together. And so that's what's happening for you guys, Cancer. Sorry for the long reading. I'm sorry. I was trying to figure it out. It's a complicated story. I'm trying to make it concise. Leo, we have 28 minutes. Cancer's was a 10-minute reading. I didn't mean to take that long for Cancer, but this is like a life-changing month for Cancers. All right, what's happening to Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? Leo, for the month of April 2025. Leos, for the month of April 2025. Thank you very much. Perspective, better off, happiness, clear headspace. Okay, that's good. Intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding. I'm getting distance and intimacy. There's a closeness and a separation here. There's a push and pull dynamic. So you guys could have been involved in a relationship that was one-sided. It was based on sex and chemistry. It wasn't based on any sort of real, tangible, quantifiable, substantial compatibility. A lot of Sun energy, Venus energy, not enough Saturn energy. You couldn't build with this person, and you're realizing that now, that you were just attracted to their energy, like it's on a sexual chemistry tip. It wasn't about mutual compatibility, life goals, shared purposes, things of that nature. That wasn't why you were attracted to them, and I think you're realizing that now. So this has ended. This has ended. And what you thought was love was actually lust, or like being attracted to their energy. You could have been lonely before you met this person. This person like made you feel alive. They made you feel connected. Spirit guides, one more. What's going on with Leo, Sun, Moon, and rising signs? King of Pentacles, King of Swords, Four of Cups, yeah, Seven of Cups. The situation, Eight of Cups is beneath that, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, this situation is over with. It been ended. You didn't have the same goals. This is square. This is a Taurus, and this is Aquarius. Two totally different paths, different perspectives, different wants, needs, and desires. This person wanted security. They wanted nurturing and warmth. This person was more so logical, practical. This relationship is not going to work out because it doesn't make sense for us to be together. Why should we be together? What's going on? You're older. You're both older people. Seven and a Four is the Two of Cups. There was some love here, but it was too confusing because you didn't want the same things. You thought it was love, maybe. I think you thought it was love, and it's not. It wasn't. It was more so like infatuation or lust or boredom. They have nothing in common. It could be a same-sex relationship or two masculine energies in a relationship, both wanting to take charge, both being bossy or controlling in some way, and nobody wanted to stand down. And it caused a lot of confusion. This person felt rejected, and this person felt confused, like they didn't know what they wanted or who they wanted or how they wanted this relationship to go, or if they wanted to take it to the next level. This person was like, they felt rejected because this person was confused. You guys didn't want the same things. I think you're realizing it's best to be left alone. You could work together, but as far as romance, no. Or intimacy or relationship or romantic relationship, it's not going to work. You're operating at cross purposes. You're not compatible in that way. Yeah, you're not compatible in that way. That's what's causing the confusion. I think you both liked the way each other looked, or the way, I guess, the swag, the personality, but that was all. That was it. This person's emotionally confused, and this person may be going through depression, but the King of Swords made the King of Pentacles person feel rejected. They made them feel like, I don't know, you weren't good enough, or there was no reason for us to be together. This person dates or marries for they are married. It's a marriage of convenience or business. Marriage is a business for this person. For the King of Pentacles, it's about enjoyment and love and sensuality, and that does not fly for this person. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about feelings. They don't care about like emotional stuff when it comes to relationships. Does this work on paper? Are we financially compatible? Do we have the same life goals? Do we want the same things as far as like our children and building a future? Like, this is a very practical person. The King of Pentacles is practical too when it comes to like relationships. They're like, well, we both have money. We can both work this out. But the King of Swords is not impressed with the King of Pentacles intellectually. That's what I'm getting. They're not stimulated by this person. They like the way they look physically, but that's just it. It's just sex and chemistry. Leo, okay? All right, now into the sign of Virgo. In the last reading I did for Virgo, it was bad. It was two trash-ass people spying on somebody. I hope it's not the same way for this reading. Spirit guides, what's happening with Virgo, Sun, Moon, and rising signs for the month of April 2025. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Virgo energy. We have running again, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025. April 2025, Virgo. What say you, Virgo? Hopeless and distance, resistance, sinking, despair, falling apart, resistance. I'm not finished shuffling yet. Spirit guides, what's happening with Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, please. Stuff keeps popping out. Running, resistance, hopelessness. One more. Thank you very much. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Intuition, heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. The High Priestess energy, and we have rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. So somebody knows this is over. They know that this is not going to work out. It's like a sinking feeling. Now that Neptune is in Aries and not in Pisces, making an opposition, someone has some clarity about this situation they're in, and they understand why it hasn't gone anywhere for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. You've been dating this person for a while, and they kept breadcrumbing you or stringing you along, and you believed them. You believed what they were saying, but I guess your intuition is now locked in. It's activated, and you're realizing that this is never going to go anywhere. This person can't deceive you anymore. They're breaking free. You're breaking free of some sort of illusion. Spirit guys, what's happening with Virgo, please? You are being strung along. I think you're realizing that now. What's going on, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025? Spirit guides, Virgo. Patience, temperance, the Hermit, the King of Wands, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, then the Hermit. You are here. Patience, King of Wands. Yeah. So this person, and I don't know why I skipped out on that. You weren't. This person kept giving you red flags. You weren't listening to them, or you were not watching or seeing things as they were. They kept stringing you along, telling you to wait a little longer. I need more time to get things together. This could have been a third-party relationship. This person had you waiting for a long time. The Hermit and Patience card. It's like now you're old, or you're both old, or you feel old. Like this is a long delay, a long wait. And you're realizing that this person is never going to commit to you. Like you've been waiting for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years for this person to commit. And now you're both older, and it's like it's never going to happen. I'm getting the 7 of Pentacles a little bit here too. You were committed to the idea of what this could be. So you're committed to this person, but not formally. It's a strange dynamic. It's like a secret relationship, or a relationship that is unorthodox or untraditional in some way, like a third-party long-term affair. You're dating this person for many years, and they're telling you to leave their wife or their husband for you, and you believe them because Neptune was in your 7th house. I guess your intuition is now telling you that this is never going to happen. You're going to be old before they commit to you. The King of Wands, they know what they want. They don't hesitate. They don't beat around the bush when it comes to the person they want to be with. But this person is like, it's not funny, but it's like, we're old now. I'm old. Like, it's just, I'm in my late 30s, or not to say that's literally old, but somebody could be saying I'm in my late 30s and 40s. Like, we've been doing this for how long already? Like, you're wasting my time. It's been a long time, many years. And I think you're realizing that this person never saw it for you. They never saw you in that way. That's the conclusion you're coming to now. Once you like retreat from the situation and focus on yourself, you're realizing that this person was not honest with you. This is the 12th house from you. The 12th house is the house of the subconscious, of intuition, dreams, hidden fears, which are here. It's like in your desperation to keep this person or to not be alone, you overlooked the fact that they were rejecting you the entire time. That was why they were delaying this. Patience and a hermit, like just a little bit longer. And you're wondering why you're not on their social media page, why nobody sees you. Nobody knows that you're in a relationship. It's weird and whack. All right, Virgo. Damn, I didn't do the timestamps for Virgo. Libra is next. We have Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. That's crazy. Good luck with that, Virgo. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What's going on with you guys for the month of April 2025? The Sun is in your 7th house. So you're probably more relationship oriented than usual, which is hard to believe. But Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Libra, what's going on with Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025? Libra. This is reversed. Ecstasy reversed. Chasing thrills, excitement, good time. Somebody is sitting their behind down. Only you, right? I was going to say they're sitting there behind they're I guess they're retiring their player card. This person is committing to one person. They're no longer chasing the thrills of other different peoples, women, men. They're devoted to this relationship. So a Libra, you could be committing to someone this month. We don't know what's going to happen next month. We don't know what's going to happen next month, Libra. Especially if you have like Venus and Libra. We don't know. Not to be, negative, but it's, Libras are Libras. Spirit guides, what's happening with Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign? It's like no longer chasing a sexual situations, looking for deeper connections. Is this person committing to a third party, or is this person committing to someone they met as a third party? Like, I'm going to leave my wife for you, or leave all these other hoes behind. You're my main side piece. Someone's like, I can deal with you being married, but I can't deal with you being married and having all these other side pieces. I need to be the only side piece. What in the world? It's only you with a caveat. Now, in some cases, the Libra could be like leaving all of their women for one person, or men for one person. That could be the case, but I'm getting like, I want to be the main side piece. Seven of Cups. Yeah, multiple options. The main side piece, the Hierophant. Right. uh committing to one of many options. You're the Libra. Libra. Oh man, Libra. You're putting these other women on the back burner. You're telling these other women that you, or men, that you found someone or something like that. You don't want to deal with this anymore because you're committing to a third party. There's a main person and there are multiple side chicks. Someone has two mains now. For the time being. That's why I mentioned this month only. This month. Someone has two mains. They're committing to one of their multiple options, but they already have a main option. It's like a double life. So this person could be popular or famous or has a lot of resources. They have a lot going on for them. So they have a lot of options. They have a main person they're dealing with, and then they had the side pieces, and they were all like trying to compete for the top position. Like Neo. I'm cool with you, doing whatever. We agreed to this, that, and the third, but I want to be the main side piece. I want to be the one that you like the most. So there are three women involved. They were in it for fun. They was like, Neo's head is bald. I don't want to commit to him anyway. He's not my type, but he got money. Then somebody falls in love with him and they start to get jealous of the other two girls. Something like that. And now they want to be the main of the three. Some nonsense like that. They know the other women are there, but you better put me above the other two girls. I want you to always be ready, be available for me. Something irritating like that. You knew what you got involved with, and now you're going to try to dictate what's going on. So it's like you want to be put on a pedestal or put above the other girls that are part of this like harem of women, 7 of Cups. I want to be the one. It's like the one that's treated the best. Receiving the best gifts, the best treatments. It's all about competition. Could be done with an Aries or a Taurus person, Scorpio potentially. This is so corny, Libra. Either you're doing this or someone's doing this to you. Like, it sounded good in the beginning, ecstasy and chasing only you, but the ecstasy is still here. The other women are still there, but I want to be on the top of that food chain. There's a hierarchy now. There's the main wife or whatever, right? Then there's the side pieces, but there's like a main side piece. I want you to treat me better than the other side pieces. I know you're a man. You're gonna do your own thing. I know what I signed up for, but I've fallen for you. I have feelings for you now. I have feelings. Now you want to be treated better than the other women just for what? Your ego? What the hell? What's going on here, Libra? Stupid. Why is it so funny and dumb? Because I'm seeing it play out in my head. Libra's they're going to accommodate this person temporarily. They're not letting go of the other hoes. They're going to still be there. But you'll receive the most attention. When you call, they'll answer all the time. They'll put the other girls to the side for you. Not the wife, though. You're like the main side, though. You receive the most gifts of the side pieces. Scorpio. This is crazy. I mean, this is a very Libran type situation. Neptune is in Aries, officially in Libra's 7th house of relationships. Very nebulous, third party, non-committal, untraditional, unconventional relationships that are based on fantasy, illusion, sex. It's not really based on the reality of like a practical situation. It's not a one-on-one connection. That is hilarious. Okay, what's going on, spirit guys? What's going on for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign for the month of April 2025? I'm hearing I dare you. Somebody's daring someone to say something or to do something. Spirit guys, what's happening with Scorpio for the month of April 2025? Audacity. Dare, audacity. Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, distorted, and bitterness. Yeah, I dare you. Don't do anything foolish, Scorpio, because you're mad. about something. I don't know what that something is, but someone's bitterness could be clouding their judgment. Someone is rejecting. It's like someone has a resting bitch face. They don't want to hear anything from anybody. Someone's perception or perspective about life and relationships is distorted by pain and bitterness. This person is very angry or very tense or easily agitated or triggered. Spirit guides, what's happening with Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025? Bitterness and cloudy judgment. You are self-sabotaging because of things that you've been through in the past. You don't trust anybody. You don't want to hear shit from anybody. You're not cool with anybody. You're on a tear. You're really upset with the world or yourself. There's something within you that's become really hardened and angry, and it's clouding your judgment. It's making you extra paranoid, hypervigilant, self-destructive, solitary. The Wheel of Fortune, right? Self-sabotaging behavior. You could be blocking your blessings because you're doing too damn much. Okay, so here's, you got Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Waters. It's Cancer and Jupiter energy. Jupiter's going into Cancer. In June, I believe, July, Jupiter's going into Cancer, which is your 9th house of long distance travel, publishing, the law, going back to school, philosophy, spirituality, belief systems, etc., etc. You have some good fortune coming towards you, but it may not look the way you think it should. It's like a bittersweet situation or a blessing in disguise or something that, I don't want to say it's unfortunate, but it's, like losing a job and then finding a better one within a couple of weeks that pays more money, or somebody breaking up with you and then, you meet a better partner in a few months. But it's like in the midst of that transition, you're very angry. The transition of losing your job or losing a relationship or losing something you value, you're very angry, and that anger could have you sabotage future opportunities that are coming towards you. So it's like you'll be so afraid of losing something else that you won't even take a chance on this new thing, this new situation. Something unpleasant may happen, but it's for your highest good, and you'll be grateful that it did. You'll be grateful that this unpleasant situation, this loss, disappointment, this deception, whatever, this thing happened. But make sure that you're not bitter about it to the point where you're sabotaging future opportunities. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter is in exaltation in Cancer. So this is an opportunity for you to learn, grow, expand, explore, travel, like just to have a good life or build a new life for yourself. If you're not bitter. If you're bitter, then you're going to sabotage this, and you're going to be focused on the loss, the L's. You're not good enough. They lied. You were manipulated. You were tricked. And that just be careful not to become bitter to the point of like self-destruction and fear. What's the word I'm looking for? A fear of failure. So something, it has to end for a new beginning to emerge. But you're still in the ending space of like losing the stuff, the job, the relationship, whatever. And that can cloud your judgment when it comes to new opportunities that are coming your way. Wheel of Fortune, it's like losing your head. This person, is this the sun or somebody's head in a circle? It looks like somebody's face, but it's the sun. Don't lose your head in this. Stay focused on the goal. Be open to new opportunities. Do not let the fear of rejection deter you from taking chances that are risky, but ultimately positive for your highest good. Jupiter in the trine transit is actually quite supportive. It's very helpful. Lots of travel, meeting new people, learning new things. Yeah, don't let that affect you. So there could be some L that you experience this month, but the L is actually a win. Just keep that in mind. The L is actually a win. Don't internalize that, oh, I'm a loser, I'm a failure, they beat me. Don't do that. Okay? All right, now onto the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025. Sagittarius, what's happening for Sagittarius for the month of April 2025? Saggies, rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. Was that Leo? Was that Virgo? Who deal with Virgo? What's happening with Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, please? Neptune's in Aries is no longer making a square to your sun sign, so you're feeling more lucid, clear, aware, practical, realistic. Commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. Who else had this card? The commitment card. I think it wasn't Cancer. I forgot who it was. Exhaustion, depletion, drained, long journey, marriage, promises, fidelity. So this month you could be feeling like your relationship is taking a toll on your physical health or mental health. This person wants too much, they expect too much, they're too demanding, you can't go anywhere, they're controlling, they're verbally or mentally abusive. This commitment is exhausting you. This person needs a lot of attention, a lot of validation, a lot of support. This could also be like you having too many work commitments or obligations, multiple jobs, multiple businesses. 10 of Wands energies here. Spirit guys, what's happening with Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of 3 of Wands. I'm not taking all this. Okay, but I must, I guess. 3 of Wands. 4 of Cups. Judgment. The Lover's card. The Strength card. The Queen of Wands. The 9 of Pentacles. The 7 of Cups. Page of Swords. King of Swords. Sorry, King of Fire. And King of Wands. So we have the King and Queen of Wands of marriage. 9 of Pentacles. Well, why would somebody who's married be in the 9 of Pentacles energy? Strength and the Love card. This is some sort of commitment. Yeah, you're committed to this situation, but it's draining you. It's depleting you energetically. We have the 4 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. You're feeling drained. There's love here. But somebody could be feeling like, okay, somebody's selfish. 9 of Pentacles, someone is selfish. There is definitely love here. There could be an age gap in this relationship. Someone feels like their partner is selfish and they require too much from them. That's essentially it. I'm not saying, you're not going to go anywhere. You're not divorced. You're not divorcing this month, but you're realizing that this relationship has taken over your life in some way. This person demands a lot of attention and a lot of energy. King of Wands, Leo energy. There's love here, but you feel drained, depleted, and confused about where to go with this. You're also not communicating, but you need to communicate. You need to communicate about your feelings and what's going on. Like, if you don't change, I'm done with this. This is taking over my whole life. This relationship, these obligations. It's not fair. There's an imbalance of like physical labor in the home, financial labor. Someone's not being treated fairly. But there is love in this relationship. It's just that it has to be balanced, or the balance has to be restored in some way. 7 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. That's the 2 of Cups. Hold on, we got number 6, 26 plus 8 equals 34. It's number 7, Chariot card. Is someone saying, if this doesn't change, I'm leaving. This marriage is exhausting. Someone's doing all the work, or most of the work, in this relationship. There's an imbalance of power resources. Somebody has more money than the other person, and it's like either the person with the most money is tired of overspending, or like their partner is never satisfied with what they're giving them. They always need more. They always want more. They always want to spend more. They're not happy with themselves. 4 of Cups. Someone could have a spending habit because of their depression, or someone feels like, I pay all the bills, you got to do what I say. So you're paying all the bills, but I'm doing all of the child rearing, cooking, cleaning, managing the household. I'm doing all the other stuff, and I have a job too, but it's not paying as much money as your job. But it's like somebody feels like there's an imbalance of power or responsibilities or commitments in a relationship. They feel like they're doing more than the other person, or it's not fair. It's exhausting. Either the resources or money are being exhausted, or there's physical depletion of energy. Having to cook and clean and maintain the household and keep the house spick and span clean and spotless, while making dinner and watching the kids, doing their homework, doing your own work. Like somebody's depleted. They're drained. And they're like, listen, this has to change or I'm out. I'm not doing this anymore. I feel like I'm by myself. 9 of Pentacles. I might as well be by myself. If I'm by myself, if I'm the only one concerned about the money, or I'm the only one concerned about the kids, or whatever, if I'm doing this by myself, I might as well be by myself. That's what Sagittarius is saying this month. Okay? All right, Sag, good luck with that. We do have the sun in your 5th house. Neptune is in Aries in your 5th house also. So that's a good sign for relationships, but there could be a dissipation or just a dissolution of relationships during this 14-year period. Capricorn. 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 Is somebody going to have an encounter with the police this month? Government, law. What's going on with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025? You guys could have some sort of encounter with the police or justice system. Soulmates, deep love, unity, connection. We'll see. Spirit guys, what's happening with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? Okay, that was gnarly. One more. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025. Thank you very much. We gon' make it. We gon' make it. We gon' make it. That's Jadakiss. Do. Hopeless. We gon' make it. We gon' make it. We gon' make thinking. Somebody could be behind bars. R. Kelly situation. Life is hopeless. They're not going to be able to get out. They're thinking that things are done. This is a hopeless situation. It'll never be what it was. Somebody's losing faith this month, which is, understandable for the Neptune an Aries transit. It's making a square to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and rising signs. And sometimes that square of Neptune can make somebody feel hopeless, confused, moreless. There's no direction. There's no future, but you're going to make it. You're going to make it. You could be listening to that song, We're Going to Make It, by, I think, Jadakiss and the Locks. You guys could be getting arrested, or not, I don't want to say that. You could be already imprisoned, or some legal issues could be affecting your finances or your life in general. Hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart, thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. Don't do nothing crazy, Capricorn. Out of desperation, I don't want to lose you. Now you're stalking people, or they're stalking you. You end up getting some sort of like restraining order, something like that. This person or the situation is done, and you have to move on from it. It's happening for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and rising signs for the month of April 2025. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and rising signs, April 2025. You're going to make it. You'll be fine. Just change your perspective on the situation. The Hangman could be here. You're going to be fine. Eight of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Pisces energy. Twice. It's kind of like Hangman energy. Pisces is your third house. Knight of Swords. And the Hangman. I figured the Hangman would pop out. Yeah, we gon' make it. We gon' make it. We gon' make it. Boom, boom. Da 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 da. Okay, Pisces. Third situations. There could be some depression that's coming in. The Hangman represents changing your perspective about what's going on. You see the colors on these cards are different. We have this darkness, black and white energy. Can't see the person's eyes. They feel tied down or trapped. And here we have this window with beautiful flowers in the background. I guess these are flowers or something. This looks like hope here. If you change your perspective, your window of perspective is cloudy with fear, anxiety, shame, negative emotions. The Knight of Swords is about changing your perspective too. Honest, clear communication with yourself. Being honest with yourself about what's going on. Changing the way you think about a situation. But you have to change your perspective. It's not all bad. The Tower isn't here. The Death card isn't here. The Ten of Swords is not here. It's all a matter of perspective. Stop being so pessimistic, Capricorn. Things are going to get better. Somebody has a lot going for them, and they're still complaining, or they still feel like it's not enough. This is like someone who thinks that if they don't have everything they want, then they have nothing. You have a lot going for you. Things are not ideal right now. You can be very controlling, Capricorn. Like you want things to go your way 100% of the time. And if they're not all, if it's not 100% the way you want it, then it's hopeless. It's a waste of time. It's like it's somebody who's really pessimistic and like down on themselves. And their pessimism is actually a self-imposed prison. Because now they're not as spontaneous, enthusiastic, creative, optimistic. They're not taking chances or risks. Like they think that it's all over. It's like somebody who loses their job, and I guess their career field is dissolving. Instead of upskilling and doing something else, or going to an adjacent industry, they'll just wallow in self-pity and rot because things didn't go the way they wanted to go. They didn't marry that person. That person got divorced. Something like that, where they're like, sabotaging future opportunities as well, like a Scorpio, sabotaging future opportunities because of past disappointments. Don't do that, Capricorn. Your life isn't perfect. Things, you went through some stuff in the past, but it's not the end of the world. You can always rebuild. You have to create a new vision for your life, a new vision for yourself. Neptune is in the 4th house for you, which is opposing the midheaven. A new life, a new vision, new foundations, a new source of stability and security. Becoming more spiritual, attuned to your spirituality, not being so materialistic or like practical. 8 of Cups and the Knight of Cups, Pisces energy. This is your 3rd house of thinking and communication. Shifting your thinking a little bit. Not being so pessimistic, okay? You're going to make it if you keep going. All right, now onto the sign of Aquarius. Good luck with that, Capricorn. I'm actually very tired. I'm going to do an all signs Neptune and Aries transit reading for in astrology for my other channel, and I'll post some tidbits on this channel based on the aspects to the credits, not the houses. I'm going to do Neptune through the houses for the other channel and Neptune aspects for this channel. Spirit guides, what's happening for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign for the month of April 2025? Withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. Pluto and Aquarius energy. Influences, attachments, third parties. This is really interesting. Aquarians are very social people. I sense that you're withdrawing from people because you don't trust them. You feel like you're being attacked or betrayed or gossiped about, and it's like you're retreating or pulling your energy back to find out who's really for you. You don't have an interest in reaching out or connecting with anybody this month. You're spending time alone. You're healing, you're resting, you're regrouping, you're recalibrating your energy, you're focusing on yourself. You could have been dealing with like a third party gossipy situation at work or in your personal life. Also, your mind is very busy. Anxiety, fear, trepidation, paranoia, being influenced by other people's thoughts about you or of you, and that's causing some sort of anxiety. You do have a people-pleasing personality or persona, and that's draining you, and you're stepping back to like focus more on yourself. Spirit guys, what's happening with Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025. Aquarius, please. What's happening for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of April 2025? 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, the Hermit, the Empress. I'm not taking all these cards. Y'all tripping. Queen of Wands, 8 of Wands, the Star card. This is the whole damn deck, is it? 8 of Cups, walking away from people. We'll see what else is here. Hangman, Queen of Swords, Page of Swords. So when all these cards are coming out, this is like you processing multiple life experiences, multiple phases and stages in relationships that have led to disappointment or distrust. This is you like doing some sort of assessment or survey of your life. 10 of Cups, Hangman. Okay, so 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, the Hermit, 9 of Pentacles, the Empress, Queen of Fire, King of Fire, the Star card, which is you, 8 of Wands, Hangman, Queen of Swords, Page of Fire, and Temptation. And then we have 10 of Cups, the King of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. I'm hearing, I never knew love like this before. You are my sunlight and my rain, and time will never change. That's Stephanie Mills. 10 of Cups. King. Okay, so you may end up meeting somebody at the end of this month. You're spending time alone. The Hermit is here. Hermit, Empress, Hangman. You're spending a lot of time alone. And you're working on yourself, and you're recalibrating your energy. And once you finish doing that, you'll meet this person. The Star card, King of Fire, Aquarius, Leo polarity. You could meet a Leo. We got the Libra card here. Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Pisces, Aries, Aquarius. You're here. 10 of Cups. So yeah, you could meet someone after a period of solitude. You're retreating from the world. You're retreating into your ivory tower. I think you need to clear your energy. There's too much gossip, drama, baggage, negative thoughts, all these birds here, and you're quieting the noise mentally or internally. And once you finish doing that, you're going to attract or manifest this new relationship partner that's really compatible with you. 10 of Cups. We have 30, 39. Number 2, the High Priestess. I think your intuition is telling you to do this. I'm going to say this. You might have haters around you. And these haters are blocking your blessings because they're saying things about you or doing things to you to make you doubt yourself, and they're messing with your energy. So you can't focus on love or improving yourself or being happy because you're in a really negative frequency because of these gossiping, hating people around you. You're pulling away from everybody. You're focusing on yourself. You're healing yourself. You're not listening to negative people and naysayers. And once you start to focus on yourself, you're going to attract this person. Could be a Leo person. Leo, male or female. It's like you have to, as an air sign, you need to have healthy, positive thoughts. If your thoughts are negative and pessimistic, they turn into anxiety, pessimism, bitterness, gossip, jealousy. That's all around you. You have to cut these people away, cut these people off. Hating people, relatives, co-workers, friends, they gotta go. They have to go. Once you retreat from these people who are affecting your mental health, you're going to attract someone who aligns with your frequency, which is positive, uplifting, ambitious, supportive, Empress energy. But you have a lot of haters around you. You have to get your mind right. And in order for you to get your mind right, you have to retreat from friends, co-workers, relatives, etc., who are putting you in this negative state of mind that is making it hard for you to manifest what you want. Air signs need to be around people who are positive or who speak positively or have positive affirmations, because they're very cognitive oriented. They're very mental. So if they're on hating people, they'll internalize that, and it's like they'll become what people say about them, or they'll start to internalize, or they'll start to mirror the attitudes and behavior and the thoughts of the people who are hating on them. It's almost like a mental transference of energy. So you guys absorb people's thoughts. The water signs absorb people's emotions. The fire signs absorb people's spiritual energy. And the earth signs absorb people's physical energy too. But earth signs aren't really absorbing like that, even though they're earth signs. Earth signs are very generous. They're more practical. They build, they're stabilizers. So they may drain you as far as like your resources. They attract people based on how much they have or they don't have. But yeah, your air signs are influenced by other people's thoughts and how they communicate, what they say to them, what they're thinking of them. They're actually telepathic. While the water signs, they more so feel people's emotions. They're empathic. And the fire signs, they feel people's energy. They don't like being around negative, depressed people because they can feel that and it irritates them. And then the earth signs are, I would say, the most resilient in that regard. It's not easy to move them, which is why so many people are attracted to them. It's not easy for them to be influenced or moved by other people's stuff. They're kind of not impenetrable like a rock or mountain, but they're less penetrable or less malleable or less, they're not as easily controlled as the other signs, the other elements. They're the mountains, the rocks, the trees, the hard soil. They do what they do regardless of what you're doing. So that's interesting. But yeah, so you guys have to be around people who are positive, who are supportive, who are intelligent, who are optimistic, not hating as people, because you're going to internalize that energy and they're going to transfer their hate to your mental. And that's going to cause this to happen. Like, I don't know, self-doubt, anxiety, whatever they feel about you, they're going to make you feel about yourself by what they think about you and how they speak to you. And so once you pull back from everybody and listen to your own thoughts and your own voice and get rid of the riffraff, you're going to attract this person. You're going to be able to manifest them through the power of visualization, the power of thought and imagination. You can't do that right now because you're so anxious trying to like fight back or to ignore gossip or something like that. Hating ass people. There are haters around you. And you're so focused on being liked, or like you're so concerned about being liked that you're allowing their hate to dictate your orientation, your disposition, the way you feel about yourself. And because of that, that's kind of blocking your blessings a bit when it comes to love and relationships. Okay. All right, Aquarius, I hope that helped. Now into the sign of Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising signs. What's happening for you for the month of April 2025? Neptune's in your second house of finances. Be careful with spending. Money can slip through your fingers like water during this 14-year transit. Be careful. I guess, look out for money leeches, energy vampires, people using you for your money, people stealing your money or plotting on your money, try to steal from you, something like that. Spirit guys, what's happening with Pisces, sun, moon, and rising signs for the month of April 2025? Pisces, fantasy and chemistry. That would make sense. I'm hearing as one. Fantasy, earth, wind, and fire. Of fantasy. Everlasting ecstasy. You will find. Okay. As one, come to see victory in the land of fantasy. Earth, wind, and fire. Mistakes, thinking. Misunderstood, victim, lost soul. Missing you, craving you, desire. You will see victory. So a Pisces, someone, a rising sign, may be separated from somebody they care about this month. Someone they love, someone they value, someone they appreciate. They could have taken it for granted. Or Pisces, you may receive a message from an ex saying that they regret doing certain things in your relationship. But there is a sense of a reminiscing here. Fantasy, fantasizing about the past. Re-idealization. Someone is reminiscing about the past and like they're seeing things through rose-tinted glasses. It wasn't that bad. Yes, they punched me in my face and stole my money, but they weren't that damn bad. Yes, they were, I don't know, they weren't perfect. Something like that. Somebody took someone for granted. They're realizing that they made a lot of mistakes in their relationship. They didn't work on things. They quit. They abandoned someone. Why am I hearing fantasy? Bye. Transformation reverse. Right. 7 of Wands. Right. So the Pisces person or the cross watcher, they did not grow with this person. They didn't give this person grace to make mistakes. They ended things before they try to work things out with this individual. So this is like transformation being blocked. We can't grow together because you're immature, because you're irresponsible, because you don't appreciate me. Now here we are, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years later, and you're like reminiscing about the good old days, about the relationship you were in with this person, and you're realizing that it wasn't that bad, and you were also at fault for the way things played out. Mercury is retrograde in Pisces, making a conjunction with the North Node in Pisces. It's like the past and the future coming together. You're thinking about an ex and maybe considering reconciling with them, because since you left them or since they left you, it's been trash. It's been garbage. Because you didn't give this person the grace or the space to grow, and you know they loved you and you loved them too, something like that. But it was immaturity on both sides. There was immaturity on both sides. I think looking back now, you're realizing that you made a mistake to like jump the gun and divorce this person without trying to work it out. You wanted them to be perfect, or you didn't give them grace. Like or they didn't give you grace. You just dumped them, or they dumped you without a second thought, or without trying to work through this, without counseling, without understanding your role in a dysfunction. You kind of projected your blame onto them and used that to justify breaking this relationship up. Now 4, 5, 6, 7 years later, you're looking back like, wow, it wasn't that bad. My husband or my wife was actually really good to me. They didn't treat me this way. Whatever you're involved in right now, you're not good. You're not happy with that. Wherever you are, you're not happy where you are. As far as a relationship or your career, I think it's relationship. Wherever you are right now, or whoever you're with, you're realizing how hard it is to be with this person. And being with your ex was much easier. It wasn't perfect, but now you have perspective. Now you can see things differently because you've grown and you've seen that the dating pool out here is trash. It's garbage. The older you get, the more difficult it is to meet someone who is a suitable partner for you. And so you took this person for granted. You made a mistake. You may be considering reconciling with them or apologizing to them. Like there's like a slow walk to reconciliation potentially between Pisces and their person. They regret throwing this away without really trying to work on it and fix it. They jumped the gun too quickly because, It's sort of like having this perfectionist mentality, or like, oh, I'm too good to put up with this. I'm too good to deal with this. I'm so and so. I can find somebody tomorrow. I don't need this. That kind of attitude. And then there was a divorce or breakup. And 5 and 6, 7 years later, nobody better has come along. It's broken and dysfunctional in the streets. The streets are treating you worse than your partner did, your ex. Or whoever you're with currently, they're more demanding. They're less forgiving. I guess they have the same energy towards you as you had towards your ex. Very demanding, unforgiving, relentless. A slave driver, wanting the best of the best of the best at all times, putting extra pressure on you to be a certain way that you're not. This other person accepted you as you were, flaws and all. They loved you anyway, and you didn't appreciate that, so you kind of discarded them. Or this could be vice versa. It could be the cross watcher going through this. You didn't appreciate them, and now it's like the streets is raggedy. The streets are raggedy, and you regret like letting go of this connection with the person who you would have had an easier life with this person. It wasn't going to be perfect, but it's better than what you have right now. Right now you feel like under pressure to perform, under pressure to take care of them or something like that, to show up a certain way. You feel like you're under pressure. You're stressed out about this. And you're reminiscing about when things were easier, when life was easier with this other person that you took for granted, and you didn't let them make mistakes. Now that you're older and wiser, you're realizing that the person that you were with did love you, but they weren't perfect. You wanted perfection. So now the person that you're with, they want perfection too. They want perfection too, and you can't live up to that because nobody's perfect. Okay? All right. Pisces, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me for this reading. I look forward to reading your feedback. Please share, and subscribe, and I will speak to you soon.